The KNC Masterpiece right here on 105.3 The Fan right now. How about some Masterpiece of the Week?
She said, list this.
Howdy, boys. Long time no speak.
Hey, Alec, how's it
Hey,
going?
man.
Hey,
How's it
buddy,
going?
what's going on?
Not a whole lot. We're going to do some
That wasn't the
Masterpiece of the Week.
enthusiasm you were looking for,
No,
was
not
it?
at all.
I'm sorry, Alec.
Hopefully Kyle Yeomans can save me. Because
What's up, Alec?
I'm very glad that you're here to experience how truly wild this show is. This is Masterpiece of the Week. We're going to revisit some of the wild, wacky, and sometimes often concerning things that have been said during this program throughout the course of the week. And guess what, guys? Mike is back this week, if you couldn't tell. So we're going to be very basic forward this week. We do have a couple of celebrity entrances, though, that we'll get to. We're going to start when Mike said this.
I think they're hoping that there's still 2 more inches in there.
Story of so many men, probably and women's lives.
Yeah, it happens.
That's off Muggsy in Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
What?
someone
You know
who
who
do you?
Muggsy is?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But you think
What's his last name? Hold on, what's his last name?
Oh, I don't know the last name.
Okay.
I just know
Muggsy Bose. But you're calling Bryce Young
Muggsy.
because
Yeah.
Bryce
Or
Young's so
Spud.
short.
Because he's short.
Mhm,
Got it.
Yeah, so I think that they should put 2-inch lifts in his shoes so he can see where he's throwing the
Either
ball.
that or get all short offensive linemen.
yeah,
This is
super
other
short
radical
offensive
idea.
linemen to help him out.
They'll have leverage. They'll have
Sure.
underneath the pad level leverage.
Man, those heel lifts are real, too. They're all over my TikTok shop, and I feel like that's a personal target. I don't like that. Let's see. Mike also said this.
Yeah, well, if you want to, yeah, all those things. I'm not wearing it naked for you.
Was that about the apron?
Yeah, you want to get me a lacy apron.
Mike's supposed to bake me a dump cake, trash cake.
I was going to do,
A
no,
what?
it's called a dump cake. I got all the ingredients last night, but I felt we're coming to Buffalo Wild Wings. Also, if it sits in the car, we're also in a food establishment.
Yeah.
I don't know about bringing my own food in here.
It's all right. We got
Probably
time.
frowned
So I was
upon, I'm
like,
guessing.
We
There'll
got time.
be another time and place, but when I get home tonight or today, I got to quickly make a dump cake because Dave Raymond wants my dump cake before the season's over.
But I
I feel
asked,
like we could turn that into a drop.
I asked if
Gotta
he'd
be.
wear. I asked if he wear a custom apron, and he said he wouldn't wear it naked. And I was like, all right, appreciate that.
we started adding things to it.
Like lace and frill and stuff.
And so that meant Mike's like, are you trying to get me naked?
Yeah, he lost me whenever he said he was out. Corey Majors, please explain what's going on here.
There are more capable legs to do that than there ever have been before. And, I mean, you find them anywhere now.
You can find
What
legs.
the hell does that mean?
Go to the leg
It
store.
makes a lot of sense.
We got the foot store for Mike. Now we got the
Yeah,
leg
the best
store from
kicker
Corey.
a long time ago was a stump.
That's
I mean,
true.
he was a stump kicker, right? He's like, great news. I don't have toes. I think I can do this.
So the 2 notes I have written down right now are Mike 2 inches and Corey capable legs.
Capable. And that's what we were talking about. Is there's more, it seems like there are more kickers capable of hitting 50,
I thought you were
60
talking about
yarders.
running back room and trying to find some different legs out on the open market. I think that's what you were
Hey,
trying
we
to
asked
find.
about Jordan Mason, and they're like,
Yeah,
How
whatever.
many times
Right.
back in like the 50s or 60s, the stump kicker was the best one, and they're like, hey, do you
is
think
that
you
Tom Dempsey they were
I don't
talking
know, like,
about?
do you think you
With, like,
need
the
your
half
toes?
foot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, if we cut your toes off, we think you'd be better at this.
It
So I
wouldn't
think they started making
What kind of
shoes with kind
sacrifice?
of like square toes to
All right,
help
Mike.
out the
No,
people.
Mike, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
We go back to when you're 25.
All right.
And they're like, we're going to cut off 2 of your fingers, but it's going to make you awesome at pitching. And then you end up having like a 10-year, no worry about it every time in the majors career.
over $1 million every
Yeah,
year.
for 2 fingers?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Small
going to be
price to pay.
dominant, but you wouldn't have the Barry Bonds moment
I
probably. 'cause
wonder,
you're
I
so
mean,
good.
obviously,
No, he
I
would've
would
struck
say
him
your
out in that
pinky
occasion.
finger is not needed too much in throwing.
Yeah.
See?
I mean, if you take out your index finger, your number 1, you're throwing a lot of changeups.
Yeah, maybe you're on
I
to
think you're
something
throwing
here.
all changeups, to be honest.
You can maybe come up with an entirely new grip.
What about your thumb and your ring
Oh, if I
finger?
got rid of my middle
get
finger,
rid of
you could
those?
definitely have a good fork ball
Okay.
because it's going to fit in there perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, as it happens. Let's see. I do have like genres that I kind of put these clips in when I'm looking for content. And one of my favorite like subgenres of Masterpiece of the Week is Mike overreacting to totally unnecessary things.
Jordan has a house in Highland Park, Illinois.
Oh,
That is an overreaction.
big time, man. Highland Park?
Well, that's in Dallas.
Highland Park, Illinois.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm guessing it's probably pretty nice.
Yeah, I bet it's just as nice. It sounds like.
It's just so stupid. Like, nothing requires this on this show.
You know
At all.
what? Sometimes Cory does that like off mic, and he'll be like, "Oh, holy s!" And you're like, "What would happen? Have you seen this bear?" And you're just like, "What? That's what you needed to tell us?"
Well, I'm looking at houses in Highland Park, Illinois. They're all $1 million homes. So yeah, that is a.
Is that just like a prerequisite to like a nice neighborhood? Is calling it
Highland
I think
Park?
that's correct.
Yeah.
Might as well.
It's where the land is high.
Sounds about right. Okay, Cory. This could go hand in hand with the first thing I played from Bassick.
Yeah, but you said it. You don't want it in the meat,
Nope.
and you don't want it at the end.
When I said
That's
nope,
Cowboys injuries.
the way I said it, it's because I knew it was landing on Masterpiece of the Week. I knew exactly what I was saying.
It is an
there.
astute observation from Mike, depending on
I
your
saw Tyron
preferences.
Smith play last night.
How'd he look good?
Solid.
I liked him.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought
They
he
gave
looked
up a
pretty good.
sack early on, but they did a little bit of like a stunt situation. It wasn't. I mean, he was on that side where they gave up a sack, but you don't have to worry. It was the Patriots. You just have to score 4. They say just score 4, and you're good.
That's what they all say. Yeah. Heard it a million times, Mike.
Yeah.
Kevin, you said
4
this.
scores. That's what they said. Abe Lincoln came up with it.
Oh,
He's a
my.
Patriot.
What is 4 score in that speech in reference to, Mike?
What sport were they playing in the 17th?
It's not a
That was
sports-based
about
speech.
slavery, I believe.
4 scores.
But what is 4
And 7
score
years
in
ago.
reference to?
Decades.
Ooh, close. 20,
Centuries.
20 years.
Dang it. 80 years ago. You should have said 80 years
No,
ago.
4
87.
score in 7 years ago. So
87
87
years.
years ago.
Oh, yeah, old Billy Davis.
It's too
I
complicated.
don't even know what that means.
Yeah, he knows. Number 87. He's a horrible wide receiver. He's
Kevin,
on the Cowboys.
you said this earlier today.
You shouldn't be massaging that man's wife. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, whether or not your soul got taken and put in a briefcase, you probably shouldn't be massaging that other
What
guy's
if you're a
wife.
masseuse?
Oh, my gosh. Is that Will Chambers?
Will Chambers made his way over.
Do you think Will Chambers
He's got off the golf course again.
one of the, if not the most
got a story
handsome
about
person
that,
at our
too.
station?
Yes, nobody's as handsome as Will Chambers
Maybe
at our
Alicia.
station.
It
We're all a
shows you
bunch
if
of
you
dudes.
He's
tuck
gotta
in-
shave
if
the
you
head
tuck
now.
in a collared shirt and wear some slacks, you're good to go.
It's called work, Mike. It's called work. Oh, man.
I know,
My
it
favorite
is
thing.
work,
We're
man.
wearing the same outfit, too, by the way.
My favorite thing that Will does at the station outside of on-air stuff is whenever Carter sends out his college football recap,
I have a rebuttal.
Will always replies, I take issue with paragraph 3, whatever. And he's like, let's have
He
a talk.
has such a Texas or bias against Texas, I should say,
Good.
because of Oklahoma.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
those first couple of weeks, I'm like, man, I was like, Texas not in there, huh? So he has. I like to hit him back on a little bit of that. Plus, this past week was a little bit of. I felt like took a little offense to the defense that was terrific of Kentucky against Georgia last week.
Hey, well,
We just
Will,
don't know when to
Pretty
punt
good.
and when not to punt.
you know what I like that Will
That
does
part
here?
I've got a huge issue.
Oh, Will, you're on?
Yeah, he is.
on this?
Yeah, I can hear him. And you know what I love that he does? He's great at segues because we do have something that Carter Freeman said with you guys earlier this week.
He's catching these balls, taking them all the way down.
All the way down.
It is a Friday.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle, I don't know that you've made it onto Masterpiece of the Week yet.
There was something I said earlier today that 100% would be on there.
There we
next
go.
week.
Keep an
Or
eye
should
out
be
for
on
that,
there.
Alex.
And as soon as I said it, that was the first thing I thought of. Was like, oh man, it was like you saying "done" to Mike over here. Nope to Mike when he's talking about meat or
That's
whatever.
what I love Broadus. He goes, yeah, because I know you idiots are going to take it out of context and play your dumb
100%.
segment.
Yeah, I bet you Alex already going back and searching for it right now.
Oh, I've
Yep.
got ears
Yep.
everywhere, Kyle. I've got one more for you, boys. We're up against it. But this is another subgenre, Mike's live reads.
Before we talk about those Longhorns, let's talk about. Are you not like having your Longhorns anymore?
Yeah.
So
Men's Tea Clinic.
Sorry.
the way that Mike and Men's Tea Clinic describe those kind of things, I like when Mike goes, hey, are you having trouble with, your your nighttime stuff. You know what I mean? Like you're in bed with your like you just go so far out of the way to not say anything
Just want to
else.
make sure they get it, you know?
Yes, I think they did.
I loved the hesitation beforehand too, because you could tell the wheels were turning.
Kyle,
he was trying to find
I made that
some
up on my own
avenue.
right there. I did not have that preset. We went to commercial break with Longhorns, and I was like, how am I going to use this? And it just like popped in my head, and then I say it.
That's a strong candidate, but I'm going to vote for Cory talking about all the capable legs there are in the world.
There are more capable legs to do that than there ever have been before. And, I mean, you find them anywhere now.
Anywhere. I mean, we found
nice.
Brandon Aubrey just on a video.
ZZ Top songs just going through my head and Cory's like, everywhere.
Got legs. I'm voting for Mike in Highland Park, Illinois. That reaction's fantastic.
Jordan has a house in Highland Park, Illinois.
It sounded like he got a cramp in the middle of the segment. It was just like, oh, no.
It's happened before.
It has to
I'm
me.
voting for
Stretch it
me/Al Pacino and Any Given Sunday.
Which one even?
What the hell does that mean?
Fight for that.
Oh,
inch.
2 more inches.
Oh, okay, I get it.
And I think they're
It's really a
hoping
game
that
of
there's still
yards.
2 more inches in there.
I don't know what our female listenership is right now, but surely it's not
baseball's a
like
game
Sliding,
of
it's off a
feet.
cliff.
Yeah.
If there were any already, like it's
Yeah.
already done, it's gone. Do I have to break a tie here?
Yeah, you
or
do.
Okay, so because my vote would have been Longhorn, Mike. That would have
Oh,
been
it's
where
four.
that
Oh,
would have
then
been.
I
Will's
guess-
here.
I guess, well, Will, if you want to vote, or Alec, if you want to
Wait,
vote.
can we
to
hear
break
Longhorn
this tie.
Mike one more time, though? I just want to.
Before we talk about those Longhorns, let's talk about. Are you not having your Longhorns anymore?
Now, you know what would be a great piece of editing? If you could take Mike's reaction to Highland Park and splice it in that empty space where he's deciding whether or not he should say Longhorn. I really think we'd have a piece of business right there.
The collective holding of the breath when you go to commercial when Mike has a read across the station with the executives has to be, audible.
I was walking down the hallway to use the restroom once where I heard Mike over the speakers go, "Oh crap! This is the wrong one. You know what? Let's start it again." And I'm just like, "This is live right now."
Yeah, it makes it real.
So good.
And that's why he gets all the ads. Right
You know
there.
what? I'm going to vote for it, too.
Before we talk about those Longhorns, let's talk about. Are you not having your Longhorns anymore?
There it is. This is the dumbest show.
There you go. That is how we do Masterpiece of the Week.